All right, 1 hour to make a C418-esque song. And before some goober goes to the comments section and says,
C418 is the best composer ever and no one could ever replicate his sound.
True. No one can actually replicate the songs that C418 makes because that would be a violation of copyright. So I will not be perfectly making a C418 song, but I will be doing my best to make a song that evokes the same feeling of calmness and nostalgia, and I will be trying to do it in 1 single hour. Just so that no one tries to say that I'm faking this or anything, I'll be putting a timer in the bottom left corner, as well as uploading the unedited version as an unlisted video. You'll find the link for that in the description. Enough of me talking now, let's get to the actual music making. Alright, challenge starting now. JK. Challenge starting now. There we go. Alright, 1 hour to do this thing. I started off by loading in the piano plugin that I always use. It is Giant from Native Instruments. I think it was $49 or something when I purchased it. Very cheap, very good. If you use the right effects. All I used here was OTT, a little compression, and a little reverb. And that's pretty much all that you need to make your piano sound good. I am using a separate effects channel. So the Giant is in channel 5, and channel 5 is routed to both the master as well as to channel 1, which is its effects channel. That's pretty important. It makes a big difference. If you have never done that before, definitely suggest trying it out. All right, I need to think of some chords here. I think I'll be in E major. So I found some noises that I liked, which, as I said, were in E major, and I set the tempo to 80. So my personal style of writing is very open, spaced. So what distracted little Nate was trying to say is that I like to use open spacing in my songs quite a bit. All that means is that the notes are pretty far apart. Back to song creation, unfortunately, I can't just use that one chord. That would be pretty cool though if I could. But I ended up making 4 different chords for this song and just kind of repeated them. Saying it now makes me sound super lazy, which, don't get me wrong, if I can avoid doing extra work, I will, especially if I'm trying to make a song in 1 hour. I use those 4 chords to base the entirety of the rest of the song off of. And I mean, I'm making it in an hour. Come on, be happy. I'm just gonna take this, move it over, and in order to try to develop this a little bit, to have these 2 notes here, and they're just kind of the introduction to the song. Oh boy, I cannot speak while I make songs. I don't know how I even stream or why people watch it. Anyways, basically what's happening is I'm taking the top 2 notes of each of the chords that I had made already and just using them as a slower introduction to the song. Next, I added a synth. Nothing special, just copying whatever the piano was doing. Then I layered it with a string pad to just give it a more epic feel. Alright, just over a quarter in. It's going alright, The next victim to be a part of this disaster piece was the Glass Celeste from UVI. I used it to add a kind of pseudo melody. You can't really hear it in the final version because I ended up running out of time. Also, I managed to get rickrolled in the middle of all this, so enjoy. Anyways, I switched up the chords a little bit. I started arpeggiating. If you don't know, instead of just playing the block chord, all that is playing all the notes of the chord separately. After that, I extended the synth that's in the background to cover the entirety of the track, as well as adding the strings to all of the track. Then I automated all of it, which meant going up and down with the volume slider. Pretty riveting stuff, I know. Especially when I only have 8.5 minutes to finish the song. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Oh, goodness. This, I'm forgetting this. I kind of alluded to forgetting about the Celeste. And kind of what ended up happening here was I had to go about this very quickly because I only had less than 6 minutes left on the timer. So I had to copy and paste and master all the effects and everything. It didn't turn out being terrible, so yay. But if you listen closely to the final song, you can kind of notice that it's not ideal and it's a little bit quiet. So, but I had to work with what I was given. I actually also ended up adding some crotales to the final song, just highlighting certain parts in the piano. And then finally, the song was finished. All right, so I am officially done with it. Gonna Control S and export it. With all that said and done, this song did end up sounding pretty decent, even though I only had an hour to spend on it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'll be posting the full MP3 in my Discord, link below. I mean, does this make you think about C418 at all, or maybe not? But regardless, that's the song that I made. This song will be going in my Minecraft mod, which looks to add biome structure and lore specific music to the Minecraft game. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you're this far, odds are that you enjoy the video, so please give it a like or possibly even subscribe. I don't know, we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, pretty crazy. And without any further ado, here is the final song in its entirety.